there, and as usual, I'm Aaron from Let's Stay Gamers, and welcome back to another Airsoft video. Today, I'm going to be showing you a little bit more of a complete gameplay. Now this one, I take command of a small 15-man Special Forces team for the first game with the objective of capturing and recruiting enemy players to fight alongside us. The plan is simple. I've split the guys into two fire teams, and we're going to take building by building, covering each other as we go. We're going to remain as a command element, and we're going to hit and help the guys where we can. Now we're starting here in the med block, and our first target building is across this small open patch of ground. The only problem is we've got enemy players covering it from the windows. We split the fire teams into two teams. One's going to be hitting it around the right side, the other one is going straight across the middle. The only problem is the enemy are in the windows, so we as the command element are going to have to suppress them back in as our teams move. Now with the majority of our teammates making it around the right side or through the bottom story windows, we just need to keep a little bit of suppression down, keep them back away from the windows while them stragglers get in through the doors and the windows.
Oh, do you want to go around the long way?
With most of them in, we're going to try to exit through the back door while they're not watching. Dashing across the open here, our teammates should have them pinned down or the area locked down upstairs. So it's just a matter of catching them up and seeing what state they are in upstairs.
6.
Teammate says there's 6 of them left in a corner room. The rest of the team are stacking up.
Alright, too many guys there.
Right, so everyone spread out with 2 enemy guys, 1 frag kill. Right, where's he at? Where's he at? Surrender.
Fucking hell, surrender!
The last guy surrenders, but you never know, there could always be one behind the door. I've seen it many times before, where he sits behind the door, waits for the guy to surrender, everyone puts the weapons down, starts chatting, and he comes out with a hand grenade. Quickly briefing the team, I've told them that we're going to hit the bunker, that's the building on the opposite side. Now it's not very likely that we're going to have contacts in here because it's a single story structure. A lot of players find it or feel that it's more safe being on the top floor of one of the other buildings. And as I guessed, it was pretty damn quiet.
We're going to try embassy. Yeah. Embassy, over that side. Push in. Callum, get in the woods.
So since I'm in radio communication with Callum, I've told him to go with the right team, where I'm going to try and have a look at the left to see if there's any holes in the defense from this side. And it seems to be going quite well. They managed to cross the open. I'm a bit worried about the speed that they're going though, so we're going to have to be careful here. I've also called over the team that was in the building behind us that were covering us on this approach as well, so they're going to probably regroup with me on this side as I get in. Looks clear. Looks like it's going to be a safe way to go. If I spot any contacts or anything going wrong here, I can just radio it into Callum and I'll be safe. When you're approaching through this particular angle here, you've got to keep your eyes around the surrounding buildings. Each one of these windows could be a threat. The building to our left though is the one that we've just cleared. I'm using this defilade. I'm going to try to get close up to the embassy. Putting a little bit of fire down to push one of the 2 guys back into the windows for our teammates that are pushing across the open in the center. I need to find a way in here now. I don't want to be out on this open road for too long. Keeping my eye, keeping prone, checking at the doorway. That's where they're going to expect me to come through. I know there's a little gap in these bushes here that should get me behind them. Now it's all gone very quiet, and I'm a bit worried that the assault on the right side has actually stalled or even failed. Got to keep my wits about me and keep quiet. Looks clear. Now, I spot a player on the right, but I decide that I'm going to try to sneak past him, and then I realise that he's about to turn around and engage. players down. We've got another dead player in the corner there as well. The little room on the left side is my next target because that's where the suppression's going down from on our team that are crossing from that right side. Putting another 30 round magazine in and we should be good to go. Now, something I fear about this particular building is the darkness in the center here. I've came into many situations where you accidentally just stepped on the feet of an enemy right in front of you because you can't even see them. Now, coming around this left side, we should have some good target opportunities in that end room. My teammate that came behind me before is on the opposite side still. And he starts to engage the guys in the corner room. Now, to make the most of this corner, I need to peek gently and shoot as I go. Managing to take them both out once again, just to make sure there's no one lurking in a corner. I'm going to prepare a frag grenade. Frag grenade goes in. And I realise the room's a lot smaller than I thought. Signalling to my teammates, we're going to get the rest of the Reds into this building so we can continue clearing. By this time, we've recruited quite a lot more guys to the Special Forces team, so it should be really good. Give us a few bits of a number advantage.
Don't waste time at this point, guys. You're going to have to try to get in there. So if the two of you split off, two of you go that back way, two of you go that way, and then just spread yourself between. You should be all right. Don't get in the
so after a little bit of a talk of what to do,
I'll take the team on the right.
The pub on the left is out of the question. There's too much open ground, we'd all get mowed down. So we split into two smaller teams where we tried to creep up through the bushes on this next D building. Now, something I've learned about this particular area is you need to wait, you need to pause and just get yourself acquainted with what's actually going on. Many times I've moved a little bit too early, a bit too fast, and a player in one of these bushes ahead has actually caught me off guard. My plan is to continue up this little trail and sneak through one of the bottom floor windows. Keeping wits about me, my team on the left start to get engaged.
Roger.
Teammate points out there's a contact in the top window, but the amount of us suppressing them back into it once again allows us to get close. And in through the bottom floor. We've already got teammates that pushed up that left flank in the bottom floor. Now we just have to get upstairs.
Go downstairs first.
Now the problem with staircases in this particular set of buildings is a small window. A small window above can be lurked in with a pistol, and it can just cause carnage to any amount of players that are actually coming up the staircase. So now we're going to attempt to all push up together and get them off the staircase. Now them preemptive shots there keep the people away from the window while we push up. We're met by a volley of fire from the corner. I'm going to put a fake grenade and follow it in. So I really wasn't expecting that. The amount of people in this particular room, I just didn't expect, and it caught me off guard a little bit. But I wanted to leave in this extra little bit of clip to show how these guys got bunkered in. If you've got this amount of players in a room, you really need to take the fight to the enemy. One grenade is going to kill all these guys if they're not careful. And they're just about to start pushing out when they realise that they're actually trapped in here. There's a red on the corridor right outside. And there we go. The room's cleared. And here's my teammate to come and get me back into the fight. So once we've quickly checked the top floor in this building, that means that this building is completely secure and all them guys are now being recruited back to our team.
So we got all upstairs here?
Yeah.
Right, just loop it around and tell all the guys you're going to attempt to get across into the thing T1.
Yeah.
So D1, red D1! Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, it's D2.
So it's important here that we communicate here. We need to get as many of the guys that have attacked this building across with us into the next one so we can continue the attack. Now that I've got downstairs, I've started to organise a few more of the guys to help me attack into the D2 building. Like I said, with this gameplay, there's a lot more of extra stuff that I've actually thrown in here. Usually I just like to show all the action, all the kills. Quickly out the window. The top left window is my main concern here. I fired 2 shots just to make sure we get anyone away from that window that decides to pop out. And now that we're here, we've got the rest of the assault team with me. Major priority is watching my legs from that little corner there, and also getting upstairs now. At this point in time, I didn't know one of our teammates had already got a little bit further ahead of us, so I was being very, very careful with the situation.
Red.
Colour?
Red.
Red.
Right. We got non-striped, left and right. Marshall coming in!
You guys,
Coming in!
can you get in the windows downstairs and start angling up at them? So when they cross another windows, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
So by having them guys on the bottom floor, we just increase the chances of hitting them enemy players when they cross the upper story inner windows. Now what we're looking for here is a gap. When they pull in from that corner, we can push around and take the fight to them without them expecting it.
Alright? Yeah, no.
And that's exactly what he does. Takes 2 of them out on the end room, and now we continue pushing around.
Marshall, go that way, please. Yeah, go.
Now I'm checking this little corridor here to make sure that they don't try pushing up behind us, but at the same time I want to make sure he's there, so when my teammate pushes around he can shoot him in the side. Sadly I don't manage to lure him to the door or window. Now pushing up these corridors, you've got to really be careful for the windows on the left and right side. I glance to the right, spot him in the window, so I quickly dart inside the doorway here so I've got some cover. All clear. Just the other side of the building that we need to do in. At this time, we don't know its teammates. I go high-low.
Nice shot.
Try to get a shot off on the guy behind the injured player, where my teammate gets shot from one of the players downstairs. So after that whole situation's cleaned itself up, there was no more kills, it was just a lot of friendly fire. We've got to push to the next building. Taking out the guy on the left, now this guy on the right. If you ever get to play or have a chance to play at a particular site like this where there's lots of buildings and you've got to cross between them, it's very important to spend your time waiting and working out where the holes are in the defences before you make that commitment and dart across like we're doing now. Another really important thing to remember is also how to climb in through these bottom windows. You've got to be quite fast or you're going to be caught with your arse in the open. And it really hurts when somebody pops out a top window and shoots you right in the backside. Now, I don't think that we know that we're actually in the bottom floor at the moment. It's very quiet. So I'm going to make my way to the opposite side staircase and try to get my way up behind them. But there's not too much time left. Making my way up the stairs very carefully. I decided, since they don't think I'm here, to risk the little window a bit more and move a little bit faster. I can hear shots coming from the left side, but I'm going to check the right first, just because I know this is a good built or good little room to retreat back into if shit is the fan. It's all clear. Here are the targets. So there's a lot of suppression going on there and multiple targets where I had to be really fast on my feet. But sadly, that was the end of the game. Hopefully you enjoyed it being a little bit longer, a little bit more of a fuller gameplay showing a whole round. Anyway, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. I'd like to know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. I'll see you next time.